So I've learned a lesson recently about passive aggressive people again. I had to relearn a lesson that passive aggressive people become full blown psychopathic. They lose it when they lose control of you. I've experienced this in the past with other people, but it just seems to keep happening, and I've been convicted lately to not talk about people, like not talk about people personally or do any videos about anybody personally that's in my life that you know that I have my own opinions about, and reasons for whatever for backing up off of them, and the no contact thing. I've been convicted to not talk about people because it's not right. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's very Christian like, but sometimes I just have to vent and let things out because of what I experience. Still yet, especially when you're aware of what they are and what they do, um, and what's going on in the world today, which makes it even more difficult. I just seem to keep losing acquaintances, friends, connections with businesses and stuff like that, because we're not on the same. We don't. We're not on the same way of thinking with what's going on today. Um, you have your population that have taken the juice, and then you have those of us who are probably never going to take the juice. I know I'm a never juicer. Never. I don't like that kind of juice, and I don't want it. And I think it's my decision for my temple, my body, my choice, my decision for my health choices. And I don't like it when people try to influence me and they keep at it through whatever it might be. But when you're dealing with a passive aggressive person and you know they're passive aggressive, you've dealt with them for a while, you may have, they're in your life a little bit. They're passive aggressive, so you sort of know their ways of being in control a lot. They love control. It's this thing that with people who are passive aggressive and controlling, it's more of it's you feel like a puppet on a string. There's no other way to put it. You feel like a puppet on their strings. So when somebody's being passive aggressive, and you realize that, and you don't want to play along, okay, you don't want to play along, but you're not rude, and you just kind of, well, you cancel out whatever you're doing. I mean, it might be you have an arrangement to do whatever, through business, or hanging out, or whatever it might be with in my case it was a business appointment with somebody that I know personally, and they were being real passive aggressive about it this morning. I don't know why. I must have done something that didn't sit with them well. Um, because it was sort of on and it was off, and then it was on again, and then something said about, now we're gonna have to make, my clients are gonna have to wear masks no matter if they're juiced or not. And the person I'm dealing with, this passive aggressive person, has already taken the juice, and she wants to wear a mask to protect herself, and that's fine. People can do whatever they want to do. If they want to take the juice, take the juice. Wear the mask. Wear 3 masks. Wear gloves. Wear a hazmat suit. I don't care what you do. As long as you're not putting it on me. So it's already clicking in my mind that I'm dealing with this passive aggressiveness before this even happens about the mask thing. So, then I was informed that I must wear a mask now. We have no mandates here where I live. We pretty much, I go everywhere mask free everywhere. I don't have a problem with that. Um, so when I refused to do the mask thing and just canceled, um, passive aggressive people can't handle that like an adult, uh, because it wasn't about the mask. Is my whole point. It wasn't about the mask, because It was about me refusing the mask, okay? And then, they were going to lose some money because, I wasn't going to keep the appointment because I refused the mask. And then all of a sudden, the mask is fine. The mask is no longer required. And I'm expected to be that puppet on a string and just, keep my obligation and go pay for a service that now I'm uncomfortable with because of all this that just went on. From the get-go, the passive aggressiveness all the way to you must wear a mask, and then, oh, it's no big deal, don't worry about it. I'm not real comfortable at this point, so I just decided I didn't, when they lose total control, you cut those puppet strings because you don't want to deal with any more of it. That's when the full aggression comes on. It's no longer passive, it's full-on aggression, because that's what I experienced all day long. When you get 50 texts from a person in a 2 or 3 hour period of time you're trying to work because you canceled something for a reason and you kind of were just putting a stop to all of it, then you're the bad guy. You're the bad guy, and I've got the projection that was thrown at me, that I'm rude, this person was, that I know personally was telling me stuff like, well, your Christmas present came in and I'm just going to send it back now. And, you were a good friend, but, you don't respect me. And, this is what it's come to today. This is what our world has come to. It's division. Complete, total, and utter division. But I told this person, I said, look, if I comply with the mask rule and everything, if I don't stand up for this and put my foot down about it and actually feel uncomfortable coming in there now because I know what you all are thinking, and they know I haven't had the juice. So, it's all around uncomfortable for me, but you're still going to try to push and force me to come in because you don't want to lose that business. It's just, what is a person supposed to do? I don't know. You just have to, and when they're going from passive aggressive to full on aggression over it, you almost have to get almost just a little bit rude to put a stop to it. And then they have to point out the fact that you're the rude person and you're offensive and just the projection. I've had it all thrown at me today. I've had passive aggressive, full on aggression, projection, gaslighting, all of it. Just all of it over this, But like I said, if we don't just say no and mean it, nothing's ever going to change. The masks are clearly not going to go away. Apparently people who's had the juice still think that people need to wear masks, and they still think that they can get sick even though they've had the juice. So I don't understand why, and still trying to talk me into getting it. I'm not going to hang out. I'm not going to hang out for that. I'm not down for that at all. So, yeah, it's sad that we have to lose friends and acquaintances and business deals and stuff like that, and we might lose our job. There's no telling, but it's just a big no for me. It's a no. I'm not doing the mask. I'm not doing a test. I'm not taking the juice. It's none. It's none. Never. For anyone. I've had close friends, family, just a lot of people we're not involved anymore. We're not in each other's life anymore because of it. So I just wanted to share. I wonder if anybody else is experiencing the same thing, but I'm sure I'm not the only one. So I hope everybody's trying to stay narc free and borderline free. Just know that when people are passive aggressive, it can turn into full on aggression when they lose control of the puppet strings. Later.